Howdy all Multilex Lives. I think it's time to play a little Minecraft. Alright. Man, I got nowhere today. I was gonna jump on here and try and get some little bit of work started on here, but it's getting too late. I should have known I should have finished this 2 days ago when I had started working on it, knowing that today was going to be too busy. Today, of course, being the family D&D day. Although we didn't get very far, that's for sure. I think I counted up somewhere around 13 or 14 bathroom breaks in the 5 hours that we tried to play. I mean, we pretty much couldn't even handle a single conversation without some kind of stop, which greatly slows things down. And, yeah. But, last time they had to fight some devil bounty hunters, and so this time they ended up is that right? I do believe so. This time they ended up well, they stopped by this town, which took them way longer to get to than I intended. And problem is that nobody will think ahead of what they're going to do. Even when I tell them, hey, your turn's coming up, when it gets to their turn, they just sit there and stare at their papers and try to think of what to do. And I'm just like, oh. And then somebody will be like, ooh, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And then, of course, then the person immediately takes their turn at that point. And then we're waiting on the person who went to the bathroom because it was their turn next. And so that was our day today. It was something else. I mean, it's normally like this. Don't get me wrong. Don't let me pretend that there was ever a moment where we got moving in a timely fashion and stayed at it. But I don't know. I was hoping they'd get a little farther than they did today. They stopped by town and did a little bit of shopping in town, and then I wasn't sure if they didn't make it to anything I personally had planned. I have a list of creatures and the different areas they're going to, and a very generalized map of the ruins that they are supposed to go to. But they're also going to be tracking people who've been kidnapped, and I wasn't sure which one they were going to do first. I actually think this is gonna be like this maybe? I'm not sure. We'll have to take a look at this once I get in here and start putting the ceilings on. I'm not sure how well this will fit in here. But they did swing by the town and get some of the information about it, and then and so they knew that they knew that the people had been kidnapped, And some of them, I don't know if they'll rescue them or not. Honestly, I'm not sure where this story is going to unfold at this point. It's been a couple weeks since they were captured because it took the players today about 10 days to get there, and so it's about 2 weeks before that when they were kidnapped. So I'm not sure if the people are still on the move or if they've already been taken to where they're going. Um, but I wanted some drow slavers, and because they're about the right level to fight something like that. So I figured that might be fun to throw in. And yeah, but today they went in and they're going through, and I describe how they find dead bodies of drow once they get there, and hint to them that a vampire had attacked the drow because they don't. Oh no, I am. Well, I guess. Ow. The whole reason that thing is there to stop people from jumping off the bridge. Come on, guy. Uh, the nope. Dang it! Seriously. Throw a bucket of water on me? No. Um, so the vampire has some of the people. They don't know it yet, and I'm not sure how many. I haven't decided that. At least 3 or 4, and it killed some of the drow to get them, and that's it's not a full vampire. It's a lower level vampire, which is more their level to fight. But still should be a fun. Not that they necessarily will even need to fight him, because he's not that kind of monster. He's the talky kind, which they may have to fight. I don't know. I have all his stuff prepared to fight in case he needs to. But so today they got to the canyon and worked their way into the canyon, which is next to the ruins where they've been told to go hunt the undead. They didn't even take a look in the ruins. I was kind of surprised. I have all this stuff prepared for the ruins, and including an NPC that they're going to meet when they get to the ruins. And I even hinted that he was there and gave them some information ahead of time, but nope, they were going to the canyon. They didn't care about the ruins today, so but they got down in there, and the I'm not really sure how to even get in there. I guess I could go in from in here. Okay, and then this is too tall. I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try to make this jump again. Nope. Dang it, will you just... I'm so afraid I'm going to fall off the edge. Okay, there we go. I made it. I made it. Yay. Okay, now. So... they made it down to the bottom of the canyon, and there's like a huge waterfall that feeds into a rift in the ground, which is why the drow actually came out here, because the water made its way deep enough underground to alert the drow that there'd been a new opening on the surface, which is why they hadn't raided in this territory before, because it's all new territory for them. Yep, that didn't work. And so they pretty sizable force, which is down by 4 or 5 now. I forget what I told them. And they're not going to face them all at once, because they'll be spread out once they get to the right portion of the caves. And they did get down into the caves a bit, and since the drow came up because of the water, I assume the drow came up past the water, and instead of taking the path that led past where the water is coming in, they totally chose a different direction, and so they actually okay, now if I do this, I guess that works. And so I had him go down into some sandy chambers that were full of insects today. And I don't think anybody, only one person got close. Nobody went unconscious today, so I feel like maybe I failed. I like it when they're on the edge of their "we're gonna die" and not, whew, that was a close one. Whew, that was a close one, and I still have 5 hit points left. Not a success on my part. Unconscious and brought back to consciousness through healing magic. That's a success, I think, anyways. And so actually, first they went in the wrong. Okay, so I described to them the caves, right? And so there's 4 caves. There's 2 tiny caves that are like 3 feet tall, which also have insects in them, but they didn't opt to go that way. And then there's a narrow cave that's only a couple of feet wide, but tall. And they didn't look in the caves. They didn't hold a torch up or anything. I'd have probably given them a clue that the drow had gone that way, but they didn't. And so then I'm like, and then the last cave is like 15 feet tall and 15 feet wide at the entrance. We're going in the big cave, they said. Okay, and which I'd already decided was home to some ogres. So yeah, they wound up having to face off against ogres, and they only almost died at that point. Nobody went unconscious again, so it wasn't that bad, I guess. But they did. The very first hit really well, and so the very first hit from the ogre hit for 17 damage against. And you know what? I'm just gonna leave that there, just in case they want to take a walkway across the road here. But I guess what if they want to walk this other way across the road there? There we go. If they want to come across through here. Alright, so now I do want to bring some light in here, probably. I like it. I gotta get some more iron cage here for it, though, so I can finish this off. Although I kind of like it with the opening there, too. Ooh, I almost walked off. But I gotta finish this side, for sure. And so yeah, so they fought the ogres, they killed the ogres, and then they went back and they opted to go through the tall, narrow cave, and so once they entered in there, then I gave them 4 options. One of them leads to spiders. One of them leads to bugs. I'm not sure what the other one leads to yet. I might have to figure something different. I'll probably look into that when I finish recording this, and because I need something for that 4th. Well, actually, you know what? Maybe that will be where the slaves are being held. And then the last one actually leads to the main body of the drow. It also leads to a hydra, but they don't know that yet. There's no indication. In fact, they might come upon the drow fighting the hydra, so that they can have a split fight with a large group. Might be fun. Because it could be why their drow are split, because part of them are trying to take out this hydra, which is stopping them from getting back through. Alright, there was one more block in here somewhere I saw that I missed. Where was that at? No? Am I crazy? I'd have swore that I missed one on the side here. Weird. I do not see it now. It was right in the corner. I know it was when I put the stone on top. Oh, right there it is. It's on the other side. Dang it. There it is. All fixed. Okay, now next thing I gotta do here So what did I do on this other side? The thing matches. So I got a match down through here. And then this would be like that, and like that, and like so. Alright. And then this side then doesn't match, because this side is the actual stairs down. Like so. And then this side's just all stone. I don't have enough stone for this. In fact, I might not even have enough cobblestone to make the stone for this. You're a half. Yep. Okay. Let's head back over and see if I'm out of food again. I run all the time. It runs me out of food constantly. But yeah, so they went into another cave, and I don't think I had too big a things from fighting there. I did tone down one of the creatures they fought because I felt like what I put in there might have been a little too powerful. Oh, goody. Get out here, little bugger. I hate those little guys. Who's shooting me? What's up with that guy? Couldn't hit him. I need food. I need food fast. Let's see if we got any pigs here ready to... Ten pork chops we got. My pig cooker sucks. It used to be awesome, and then whatever change occurred. I also need more pigs. I think if I had more pigs, it'd be better too. So that is a thing that I really need to work on as well. Bloop, bye-bye baby pigs. In fact, I'm going to put these pork chops back. I feel like I ought to save them for going to do something dangerous, like when we go take on the dragon or something. Because I might have... Yeah, I got a stack of chicken right here. I'm good on food. But yeah, so they went in and they faced off against a thing called a cave fisher in the first cave. They couldn't see it because it was way up on the ceiling and it was outside their range, and so I figured out where I wanted it to be. And so what it does is it hangs on the ceiling and drops down a long, thin, sticky tendril. And then when something touches it, it yanks them up to the ceiling and attacks them. And oh, I do have some stone in here. Nice. And so... it did not succeed on the person who ran into the tendril. They rolled high enough to get out of it, so it didn't get to yank anybody up. And then it moves slower than molasses. A player has 30 feet of movement, and a cave fisher has 20. That's not very fast. And so... it took it 2 turns to reach the bottom, and nobody was even in its range once it reached the bottom. I guess it could have just dropped, but then it would have taken damage. And so it slowly worked its way down, and eventually, that's not right. Eventually, it did do some decent damage. Dang it, I did it again. It's not right. This is as deep as we go, but this side of it is going to need some supports, so... Alright, and probably... oh, you know, I think on the other one, it actually... right? I did this wrong. It should be... here. And then I'll probably just fill this in with dirt right here. Oh, you know, we can do this thing. I really liked how this turned out one time. Um, they do this thing sometimes in the mountains, and when there's risk that there might be a cave-in or a landslide, they'll put a frame around the rocks, like so. And then they'll put a cage, whoops, a cage over it so that it can't rock slide out or mud slide out or whatever. What do we do here? We'll probably do this. We'll just stone that side in. Okay, now I don't know what we're going to do there yet. Let's swap to these, though, and let me get the end of these in place. Yep, I still got 2 more stairs, so stairs, and then there's my stone brick slabs. Okay. Let's swap this back out for stone. And so yeah, so then they finish that off. 1, 2. That guy's an oddball. This one right here is an oddball. What did I do on the other side here? Do I have an oddball like that on the other side? Nope, I just ran my corner out to there, but this corner fits in differently on this end. Huh. Well, I'm just going to have that oddball. I'm going to have that oddball every time down through here, even. And then I don't have the thing for this one, so... It's okay, though. I don't need it. Haha. And then what happened? Oh yeah, they went up fighting some scorpions in this cave fissure. I toned down the scorpions. I probably shouldn't have after all was said and done. Although they did come pretty close to being unconscious, and probably the addition of the 3rd strike by the tail every turn would have finished him off. I actually switched I should have done the tail as a strike and the claw as a strike and just dropped a 3rd strike, or done two tail strikes, or not 2 tail strikes, 2 claw strikes, or claw strike and a tail strike or something like that. But I switched the tail strike since it adds a poison effect to being a single attack. And the ogres, I had them fight 2 ogres, and the ogres only had a single attack, although their attacks hit a lot harder. But anyways, it worked out. They killed the bugs, and then they moved deeper into that cave. And I was giving them clues to the fact that they were moving deeper and deeper into insect territory, because I was having them smell insect smells. I'm like the spicy, acrid, tangy odor of insects kind of thing. And but nope, they just kept going. So I don't know if this is going to go any farther or not. So let's just leave it like that. Okay, and that gives me a pretty good finish to this part. Oh, that's looking really nice. And And then, oh, you know what's different on this side from the other side is that I don't have this wall done over here yet. Oh man, I don't have the wall done on this side yet. Whoops. That is something that I need to do yet. Because we need, it needs to be like here. I think I'm one off. Well, maybe not. Although on this side it worked out differently. What happened here? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, this is layered lower. I see. So it should be there. And then this comes out to here, so this should actually be out to here. That will change things a little bit. Once I get the dirt in place, because I don't have the dirt in place yet that runs up to this. Right, none of this should be visible, because this is not visible on the other side, because it's all filled in over here. Yeah, see, because it's all hollow back under here, and you can't see it. Oh, you know, I still need to finish the, there's a gap here as well. I need to, oh, there isn't a gap here. I thought there was a gap through here. Or was that from up above? That was from up above, right? And that's all filled in now. Right, no, we're good here. Alright. But I'll probably wind up changing this this other side here a little bit. Once I get the dirt in place, I might... Well, no, I'll probably leave it the way it is. And just get the dirt filled in on this side that I haven't done yet. I totally forgot about this whole setup down here. Do I have any torches on me? I don't think I have any torches on me. And so then this runs out. There's a cave under here. You can hear the dudes roaring. But yeah, so they wrap it up, I guess. They went from 1, 2, and then 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's weird that this jumps by 1, but that's okay. They ended up fighting those things. What is going on here? Really? They ended up should that be 1 higher? I think that's 1 higher, yeah. They ended up going deeper in the tunnel and then facing off against a swarm of ant-kegs, which basically giant praying mantis type creatures. And they managed to fight them all off, so it all worked out in the end, I guess. think I'm going to do that. All right, with that, click like if you like. Subscribe, be sure and catch the next one. And I will talk to you later.